So, welcome back on my channel LightWave Guru. Marcin, your question was in what way you can animate this here. So that's a classical Clipmap trick in combination with procedural texture in Octane. And yeah, you say you want to learn Octane and so on. So therefore some things before I show what I do there with your object and your scene. And the thing is that first the procedural texture you use in that example is not an Octane procedural texture. So I have to use for my example another procedural texture there. Bring Octane, yeah. So, and the next is you want to control it by a Clipmap. Also, that principle it's not happen with Octane. Yeah. So in Octane, a Clipmap is a different thing. It's not the same thing as in with a classic LightWave renderer. Yeah. So you have to build their setup, and you have to hack a little bit that you become that what you see there. So long enough talking. Let us go to your scene, and you see here your bolts. And if I open now my Octane EPR and scrub in the timeline, you want to see that I have effect yes nearby from that what you want, yeah, with your 40 frames from frame 0 to frame 40, yeah. So, and if we take now a look into the surface editor, you would found, I sent you then the scene, yeah, that I have built here a node graph, and that's the equivalent from that what you do, but I do it in Octane. So it's a little bit tricky. I have to think about it a little second, and the reason is yeah, the last time I built that kind of Clipmap was yeah, for a long time. Yeah. So what you see here, the first is your object have not a UV map. That's not good for Octane. So I have to use an Octane to build it quickly that Octane projection nodes, so that he built his own internal UV map, so that we have one that scale it, yeah. So you can see it then. So then for your animated gradient, I built quick a bitmap that's in that scene. It's called gradient JPEG, yeah. You see it here. And that gradient is animated over time with that scalar node. You can see it here. It's here animated, so that you later, if you study the scene, found it, yeah. But that's not the only parameter that's animated. Also, it's animated this material here, and here especially the opacity, yeah. So I animate two parameters: the opacity of that material and that animated scalar node in Y. So I bring that bitmap in a position in the UV space and animate it in Y, yeah, from top to down. And this I do only for the texture or for the surface part. They bring us then the full blue you want, yeah. And here we have a second one that's also full blue one, but it's then over time comes to that with its own opacity to that material mix, and that material mix is steered by that Octane rigid fractal texture. So I hope you can then imagine what I do there. But in the end, if we play it, yeah, with a renderer, it is nearby the same effect, yeah. So you have you see in frame 0 nothing from your bolts, then you begin to see, then it blend in, and over time you see more and more the bolts, and in the end you see the full bolts, yeah. So that means that's a little bit a hack that we become the same output. Sorry. So more is not to say to that scene, yeah. So make a download and take a look what I do there, yeah. So later, have a nice time, yeah.